Well, it has been a 4-year wait, a long wait. For near enough a century we have been treated to endless drama as teams vie to rise above the other 194 nations to be crowned kings of this remarkable game. History will be the ultimate judge as to how well this edition stands up to its many outstanding prequels. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. The strains of the national anthem of Australia. So here we are again then, Jim, a tournament so long in the waiting.
Well, right now the players are looking relaxed enough. Inside they might be feeling a little bit different, but they've got to set the right tone for the rest of the competition, and let's hope we get a cracker here.
So we're up and running. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. He has found the way through. And that is headed for the bullish header! He will be livid with himself. Endrick. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And he's intervened well there. Aimed beyond the defence. And he's forced to go back. Burgess. Irankunda, he's found a way through. Ayman. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a good foot in there. Saad. Malaysia yet to have an attempt on goal. Endrick. Can he get it through? Ayman. Oh, that's a key interception.
Australia genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with each attack, variation, unpredictability. You know, that's always key to success.
Endrick. Ayman. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Now that's well seen too. Endrick. That's an imaginative pass. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well, that is one way to stop him. Spread to the right. Looking to play him in. And he shoots! And it's a goal! And Australia are in front. So smooth. A signature finish.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Number 13.
Australia are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
That pass has been well intercepted. That was a good run. The defence looked beaten there.
OK, it didn't quite come off on this occasion, but you get the feeling as a team they might want to just stick with this approach. Malaysia certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
Halim. Looking for options for movement. Flings in across. And he's taking no chances there. Irankunda. Burgess. Irankunda.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, that's nice. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Driving forward. Halim. Corbin Ong. Succumbs to the pressure.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And it's half-time. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Malaysia trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Let's hope for
It's been
more
a
of the
pretty
same.
tepid
And
display.
please welcome our
They'll want to use this
midfield.
break wisely to regroup and come out with some fresh initiatives. This is all still very salvageable, maybe even winnable.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. The second half is up and running.
Malaysia really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Suter. Passing is crisp and sharp. Good read, needed to be deftly away. Burgess. This looks promising. Ayman.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
What a throw in. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Line. Endrick. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now that looks a decent ball, and he was quick to react. Malaysia still this single goal behind. Great defending, strong and determined. Pass somewhat off target. Halim turns back here, probably the best option. Foot in. Morales. He'll try from distance!
The attendance for this match was 28,997.
He's had it taken off him.
Malaysia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. That's a good foray he's making. Ayman. Line. Ayman. Cools. Stood up well to him there. Now Irankunda. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, cracking ball. Tries a shot! Halim. Strong running down that left flank. Now he's got space here. Can he latch on to this? Australia choosing to make the first change.
For Australia, number 9, number 24, coming on the field, number 26,
Suta.
number 22.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Irankunda going after that. Line. Ayman.
Malaysia really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Over to the right flank. Showing great feet there. Australia making further changes here and in quick succession.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Well, this could be it, past something close to a minor miracle.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Can he get onto this? Dealt with nicely by the defence. So this is it. We're on the verge of witnessing a major shock. Hrustic. Opts for safety. Played out towards the right wing. And he's had it nicked away.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
2 added minutes has
A
been
really
indicated.
well-measured ball. Oh, that's delightful. Looking for the far post. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Austria. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Malaysia suffer the indignity of defeat on day one. Hope very much deflated. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, it's the start they didn't want, but it doesn't have to mean there's no chance of recovery. There's still plenty of points to turn things around, although I must add, much less room for error now.
They came, they saw, and they were sent packing. Thank you everyone for your support.
Well, we're becoming used to scenes just like this in this endless festival of football, pitting just about everybody against everybody. Interest levels very, very high. In fact, it's only increasing as games carry more and more significance. No question, everyone here is in the mood. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're ready now for the anthems. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get plenty of support with this setup.
And that gets things running. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. He's had it taken off him. Endrick. A heavy challenge. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Gomez. Spread it left. He's got plenty of space out wide here, and he's managed to get free. Might be dangerous. Chance to shoot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. In he goes again! It's there! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
That's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space. And a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
7 minutes is number 9.
Paraguay break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Line. Morales. Alderete. And Almiron. Almiron getting forward. Threads one in. Can he latch on to this? The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Almiron. Almiron with the delivery. Tries a shot! And again! Halim.
Malaysia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
A probing pass. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Cools. They get a throw in. Cools. Line. Endrick. Line. Corbin Ong. Halim. Endrick. And he's been shifted off it. Alderete. Almiron. Looking for options for movement. Almiron looking to receive it in space. Ayman. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Endrick. Ayman. Morales. Endrick. Looking for the run. Oh, played through for the wide man. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's a promising position. And he's quick to snatch it back. Lovely feet. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Played in. Fine interception. And he's quick to get rid. In once more. And he thumps it clear. And we have our very first corner. Cleared away. And now they can spring out of defence.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Gomez. That's the end of the first 45. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Malaysia finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Please welcome everyone, our lads. Substitution for Malaysia, number 10. Coming on to
So right back into the action.
Number 12.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Malaysia different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Great vision. And a chance! And there's a goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Paraguay are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
And that's definitely not his best. Wilkin. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He has found the way through. Almiron. Oh, look at the space here. Almiron! And another try! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Paraguay find a position of real strength now. Malaysia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Almiron. Now it's Almiron. He's a sharp little ball here. Line. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Morales. Halim. That's an imaginative pass. Well played. Oh, what a mistake! And he's right. Can he finish? No, not quite. And he's gone looking for safety. Can he get on the end of this? And he's certainly on. Oh, delicate finish! Oh, the keeper's equal to it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Ayman. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Wilkin. Ayman. Played into space. Cuts it back.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Nicely weighted ball. And he's in on goal. Real chance! Oh, special! That is a special goal! A finish of true class! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline.
85 minutes is
More or less by
number
himself,
9.
as cool as you like.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Paraguay are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. It's a goal! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Number 19.
This
Substitution
is
in
a
progress.
gloriously greedy performance. Malaysia are out. Well, great expectations have turned to huge disappointment. They have simply not done enough to merit a place in the knockout stage. Your reflections then, Jim?
A lot of commitment for no reward, and they must be kicking themselves for coming up short in the group. In truth, they were competitive, but missing that little bit of X factor.
This is a hard one to take, but we'll be back stronger.
Well, it has been a 4-year wait,
Hello,
a
everybody,
long
and
wait.
welcome to
For near
today's
enough a
match.
century, we have been treated to endless drama as teams vie to rise above the other 194 nations to be crowned kings of this remarkable game. History will be the ultimate judge as to how well this edition stands up to its many outstanding prequels. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. The crowd rises for the national anthem of South Korea. So 4 years in the waiting, and finally it is here.
Well, right now the players are looking relaxed enough. Inside they might be feeling a little bit different, but they've got to set the right tone for the rest of the competition, and let's hope we get a cracker here.
So it's down to business here. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, I've always liked the look of this guy, Son, who's been on the European scene since his teens and has evolved into a player who's tactically indispensable. And his pace and how good he is in positive transitions makes him perfect for a counter-attacking team.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Skims one in. Oh, it's come loose. Spread it left. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Nothing much to report on so far. Each side waiting to make their first move. Lee Kang-in, spread out to the left. That is good alertness. Wilkin. Can he get it through? It's skewed away. Looking for the far post. Defending of the desperate variety. Still goalless. Now it's Son Heung-min. And this is Son Heung-min. That has been slung wide.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
That is a brilliant interception.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Son Heung-min. Now, can they get him away? He's in plenty of space here. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Here comes the corner. Malaysia with the corner, they're first. And now they can spring out of defence. And he's had it nicked away. Looking for options for movement. Oh, nice touch. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, that looks a good ball through. And he's managed to get free. Line.
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. OK, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be swamped.
Lee Kang-in. That's a good ball out wide. He's found a way past. He's found the way through. Delivered with swing. Oh, important interception. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Thinks about the shot. And he whips it in. And he's cut it out. And he shoots! Goal! Republic of Korea! And there is your opener. That was a given. It always was.
Way too good, Peter. Too quick, too smart for that defence. We were made to look a little lost, in all honesty.
The first breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Can he finish? That's a fair try, but just off target.
Alim certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Lee Kang-in, played into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. So, a temporary halt to the action. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Everyone, please welcome
Malaysia
the
trailing
student
by
side.
the tightest of margins at half-time.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And we are back underway. Decent! And there's a goal! It's offside, I think. Yes, it is offside.
And needless to say, he disagrees.
Disappointment and relief on either side. Nothing doing. Line. Lee Kang-in. Well, that is one way to stop him. Caught offside that time. And he's only too happy to take that back. Lee Kang-in has created one goal already. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. The ball has bounced loose now. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Great defending, strong and determined. Great vision. He's in plenty of space here, and he's picked it up out wide. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Malaysia still trailing by one and looking here to take it up a notch after the break. The less said about that pass, the better. Can he get on the end of this? Lee Kang-in threads one in. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? Brilliantly cut out. Halim.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Strong running down that left flank. He's shifting through the gears here. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Malaysia really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
It's come to nothing. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's a sharp little ball here, and that could set him on his way. He's got away. There's the shot! And yes, it's there! And there's the goal they've been looking for. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Tries to pass it through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's had a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! That's a cute ball. And he cuts out the supply. Now that's well seen too. Ball's over the line, and it is a corner.
Substitution.
South Korea have opted to make another change here. Getting up there! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Oh, he went for it there, knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
Line. Wilkin. Halim. Oh, good-looking ball. Not the most accurate pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And this is Son Heung-min. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Kim Min-jae deals with that comfortably. He's looking wide. It's a promising position. He is through here. And he skips past his man. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Aimed beyond the defence. And that pass just didn't quite work.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
No unnecessary risks, and the game is petering out here. Hwang Hee-chan. Some good work on the right flank here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that is as far as it goes. Malaysia suffer the indignity of defeat on day one. Hope very much deflated. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, it's the start they didn't want, but it doesn't have to mean there's no chance of recovery. There's still plenty of points to turn things around, although I must add, much less room for error now.
This is a hard one to take, but we'll be back stronger, won't we?